Good morning. Welcome to Trading with Goals. So yes, today, Mondays are usually my day to do a runs. That's why I take a break. And then some nice ladies kept me up past my bedtime. Very impressive ladies who are doing really great. This week I'm in their group. So that's why I didn't even hear the alarm. I just slept through my time. So I haven't even looked at chats. But we're gonna look at what happened with some of the stocks we talked about on Sunday. Okay. So now, one other thing I've also mentioned about when you have stocks going up and then they have like a slight pullback. So if a stock is not forming a full V, so a V, the day they create a V, a stock opens like down here low and then goes up and then comes down. So if a stock is making like a raised shoulder, so a V, it's the shoulder, the head, and then the shoulder. So coming to the same support. But if a stock is going up, comes from down here, goes up and creates a high shoulder, that's a stock you can swing. Okay. Either you've bought time and you are not faced by this, but this was a kind of like a big pullback. So it's giving you an opportunity, especially on a Monday, to get at a to get at a discount. To get at a discount. So it went to it was supposed to go to 315. It hit 313 and then it pulled back all the way to 301. So that 314, 14 points pullback or 13 points pullback was a good one for you to get in again. So always look, we have the V, the inverted V, and then the V where it's coming almost to the same top or coming to the same bottom. But if it's a raised one, just picture your shoulder. One is raised and the other one is down. So that's why it's creating a high low here. So this is an opportunity to swing. And then you've gotten it at a discount. But when a stock comes down here, it's also, I mentioned on Sunday, those stocks that create V's or inverted V or this V with a red shoulder, they are good stocks for potential swing. Okay. Now, I was with the ladies group yesterday and they were counting days and they were checking volume and I was really impressed. If you don't want to get messed up with your swings, please count days. Just count days because if you're not counting days, you're going by emotions and just saying, oh, this stock will do this, or this stock will do this. If you're counting days, especially if you're swinging on a multiple of threes, usually very risky. Okay. So just count days. It will save you a lot and it will also make you not miss on some opportunities. So like for Pan W here, we're going just sideways until we had this move. So, and this move was a strong one. Why? Because it went and it broke this range and closed above it. So this was a strong bullish candle. When you see a strong bullish candle, you're anticipating at least you'll get 3 days, at least 3. If it goes beyond 3, you get 6. Anytime you have consolidation, especially for more than 6 days. So here we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. On the 12th day, we went up. Any stock consolidating for more than 9 days, it brings down the momentum. There's no way people can be remembering after it made this move. It's been going up since this ER. So it's been going up. Then we had this was a pullback. And then we went up and then it's going sideways. People tend to forget when a stock is going sideways. That's why for us who we know the secret about counting days, it's a good advantage because we can count days and anticipate, on the multiple of 3, you're anticipating something. but mostly you want something that is going sideways for 9 days. That's a good one. It's like the key thing I keep referring to, a brewing tea or a brewing changa or busa. Something is brewing inside, but the market tends to forget. So when they forget, the momentum is not the same. You don't get the same number of days like here, because here it was just a pullback and then we went up. So sometimes the momentum may not be the same, or it brings the bullish momentum towards a slow down. So that's why we got here like 3 days, and then we had another sideways. This one was short one because it was going into earnings. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The day it reported earnings, we had that drop. So this is the day it reported earnings on Tuesday, which was day 6. Then we had that drop. So anytime you're seeing a stock reporting earnings, it can be a gamble on day 6 because you're anticipating something to happen on the multiple of 3. Okay, so on day 6, sometimes if it's just a stock that it's not about ER, it's just a stock you're holding, there's a risk of this. So when you have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you're seeing, if you look at these charts, you'll see most of the charts on day 6, you either have an inside bar or a doji or an indecision candle. Okay. Now here we had 1, 2, 3 when it was continuing up, and then we started sideways. So always on multiple of 3, anticipate something. Okay, so then here we had this was day 6, day 1, then day 2, day 3, day 4. So day 2, day 3, and day 4, you're looking at you're looking for higher lows. So on day 3 and day 4, you're looking for higher lows. If a stock is creating higher lows, you're looking for where is it coming from. If it came from down here and on day 3, after that, if it's not pulling back at all, day 3 is a pullback day. And if a stock has been bearish, then the pullback you're anticipating is bullish. So if it's pulling back, it's going up, you're looking for that higher low. That's where you get potential for swing. And then on day 4, if it is still creating a higher low, it's giving you another potential for swing, because into day 5, the move can happen overnight. Okay, so if you want to catch those moves, please count the days. Now, the reason why we were looking at this on Sunday is because he had this range candle. So when you have a stock with a big range, you're anticipating either it will go back to fill this gap or it will continue down. So this stock is still a potential because we still have a huge gap. We still have this huge gap to fill. So it needs to break above 317. I don't know. So it has broken above that 317. So now we are, there's no way you can, I don't know, I was telling you about, there's no way this gap can be filled in one day. There's no way. This only happens during earnings. Earnings is the only time, or if a stock has bad news, is when you see a stock doing this move it did. So from where it came from 282, and it went to 380, 380, 80, it took all this number of days. We had these days going up, we have these days going sideways, then we had these days going up. It took, this was only 12, so this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 9 plus 12, that's 21, 22, 23, 24, then 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. On the day reported was day 30. So if a stock took 30 days to make this move from here to here, it's only during earnings it can fill that gap in one night or in one day. Either earnings or news, as such a huge news like we've seen with BA, just dropping anytime it has bad news. So you only anticipate such moves to be filled when a stock is reporting earnings or there's a news or something major happens. in that stock or that sector, and then it can make that gap. Now, going back up, it can't do the same. It can't do that in one day. That's not possible. And especially this one because they cut their guidance by 50%. Okay, so any of these stocks that have this huge gap, they are still key plays. We have PanW, we have ZS. You're seeing this? Any of these stocks, like I mentioned on Sunday, they're still key plays because if they're going back up, they have to fill this gap to go to break either, for this one is 249. If it doesn't go to break this level, and if it breaks this level but does not retest the high, then you're still looking at it coming down. So we have this. So these are potential plays. We have ZS, we have PanW, we have IBM. Okay, it still has this candle. Nothing has happened. It's going sideways. Okay, I don't want to talk about the same stocks that we talked about. Like, I just want to talk about the range, wide range candles, because these are potential plays, especially the ones that are going sideways and they're not making any move. So any point you're looking at them because it can either fill this gap to go up or it can fill the gap to go down. So we have IBM, we have, I don't know if Shark was also had this. You see Shark? And this is the reason it was going up yesterday. It had this range candle, okay? Then it slightly had like a double top and then it's going sideways, inside bars here. And then finally it broke but closed below. And then yesterday it was going up but still almost closed above this huge candle high, slightly. So this is still a stock you're watching because we want to see, does it want to continue up or will it go back down? Okay. So Shark, now Meta, we're still watching it because it had that huge range candle. So this candle, and then it was creating inside bars, just going up, then we had pullback like that, but it has never stayed. When you look at this, when it was going up on this day, it still closed below. Then here it went up, still closed below. Here it went up, still closed below, slightly, almost like a double top. So we're still looking at Meta because we need a candle that closes above this high. The closing is above, then we'll know it wants to go up. If it is still closing below, there's a possibility we'll get a pullback. And yesterday, so Meta is a key play today. Why? Because we have, do you see how the range is constricted? So if we look at 15 minutes, it barely made, look at this range, 280, 285. So whenever you see this, it's called a constriction. So something, you're expecting something to happen. So Meta is something you're going to look at today because of that. And I don't know if it had low volume. I'm sure it had. Anytime you're seeing this, I'm very sure it had low volume yesterday. Okay, so we have that. We have now Netflix. Ever since Netflix went above 500, it's just not been doing what it's supposed to do. You know, remember when Netflix, we knew Netflix Thursday, we no longer have that. So Netflix also has this range candle. So of course we broke this earnings range, this long range, and then it went sideways. So this is the same thing you're seeing with IBM. It has that range candle, then it's going sideways, shallow pullback, and then now it broke out. So now we still have these 3 candles. Okay, this is what I was talking about. When a stock is going up, and then it's going sideways for at least 9 days, people tend to like forget about it and then are looking at something else. So this move catches people on some people are caught off guard. But as we know, when a stock is going this way, that's where we are looking at because something is brewing. So this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 on day 12. And most of the time, on day 12, on the multiple of 3 is when you're getting that move happening. So if nothing is happening on day 9, you're anticipating something on day 12. If nothing is happening on day 12, you're anticipating on day 15, like that, like that. So after that, you're expecting at least 3 days. So we got this move 3 days. Then we had 2 days of pullback. Okay, and then here, we still haven't retested this 597. So we are still looking at Netflix, this range candle. So this range came from 565, went all the way to that 597. So that's a good range. So if we need to break above this, or we are going down to break below this. So this is also something to watch. The other one was, what was the other stock? I don't know if SMCI has any range. It's been doing ranges. So SMCI is any person who's very good at scalping. SSCI takes the lead in scalping. Any day, it will give you a move whether up or down. So it doesn't have, we have this candle, and then we had that day it went down, and then we had this pullback. So this is not a good example of those range candles, but this is a good stock for scalping every day. The problem is sometimes the contracts are high, but the good thing, you can go out of the money. Now, this stock is exhausted. It's been doing all those somersaults, going up and whatever, and we're seeing some kind of calming. Okay, so when it's calming, it doesn't mean don't take a lion that's rained on, you think it's a dog. It's just tired, but it is supposed to continue up. Okay. So we have also TTD. This is also another range. This is the day it reported earnings. You see this long range candle, and then what's following is going sideways inside this range bar. So if it decides to go up, you can feel the gap to go up. If it decides to go down, it can feel the gap to go down. So this is a stock to watch for either a breakout or it's gonna break down. We still have ARM. It still hasn't go back. So this one, it is supposed to go up. It hasn't made that move. Yesterday it was bullish. Now on Friday it was a potential play for swing because you had this move. This was a good change of, even if you're using the inside bars for change of character, it closed above it. Then we had an inside bar. So we know if a stock already gives you a change of character and then it gives you an inside bar, it's still a potential for continuation based on the change of character. So it continued up. So this, we're still looking at it. It's been trying. So this is 164 and down here it's 100. So it's a huge gap. So add that to the list of those stocks that are with the range. Then the next one, this is a small ATR. Okay, so this is post-ER. It was just filling those gaps. It's a small ATR, but this is considered a wide gap. Then after earnings, it had this pullback and then now it's going sideways. So we want to see if it will break this level to continue up or it's gonna come back down. So this is also in that list. Then there's this one, which I was supposed to tell you guys on Sunday, but I forgot. So this used to be I don't know if this is a battery stock. It used to be together with the plug and all those stocks. And after earnings, it had the same, those making, it's not a stock that makes that huge gaps. Like you see it was coming down, and post TR, it's just been making those gaps. It's a small ATR like PLTR. And then it was going sideways. And then finally yesterday, and those contracts were, I don't know how I forgot. And you see it's still going up. Yes, a small ATR, but those contracts were like 50, they went to over 300, just this move from 16 all the way to 20. It's not doing what it usually does. So take advantage of these stocks post ER, especially when it's making gaps and then it's going sideways. So all these stocks I'm mentioning, just know something is going to happen with them. I just can't tell you guys when. Okay, CLSK, then we have NET. Okay, you're seeing this candle went all the way from 84 to 115. And then we had, so this is going now sideways. So at some point, say they're gonna go up to this, or it's gonna come down to this. And this is gonna be a lot of this week. So Pan W was also in this list, is still here. We've looked at it. Okay, the same thing. We have this huge candle, then say they're gonna go back to this, if not. And sometimes you can tell just by even eyeballing. So this is 366, 260, that is 40, 66, that's 106. If you divide by 2, that's what? 50. 106 divided by 2. That's 53. Okay. So 53 from down here to 60 plus 53. What do you get? That's 3, 1 carry 1. 313. Simple math. That's what it hit here. 313. Just half of this candle. Just do all those candles, do half. That's simple math you have done. I don't know if anyone still doesn't understand. So you get from top to bottom is the 50%. You can draw Fibonacci. The reason I don't want to draw is because these lines, my chart, I don't know what messed it up. So I'm just doing the math because you take from the top of the high of that candle, it's 266, 366, and the bottom, 260. Then you minus whatever you get, divide by 2, then you add from 260. And you see it has given us exactly 313, what it hit yesterday. That simple. So if you're trading yesterday, you would have known it was supposed to go to, I know I said 315 because I think I used, I don't know which high I used, but that symbol, that range candle, just get a half of it. So from wherever it's coming from, it was supposed to go 313, it hit exactly, and then we had this pullback and then continuation. So of course, we still have room for it to go. Majameni. Which stock was I looking at before Pan W? Anybody who can help Kashiro? I don't know. Which stock was that? TTD?
No, it was Clear Park.
Oh,
it was
CLSK, yeah. So it seems this stock is rising from the dead. And I was supposed to tell you guys about it on Sunday. I just forgot. Oh, this small ATR sometimes, but this was a good one. So it still has room. If you look at, you see where this stock came from. When those in 2020, when these stocks were just these clean energy stocks and electric, I don't know if it does battery or something. It used to be a stock I used to love when it was a penny stock and then rising up. You see where it went? All the way from 1 to 150. So whenever you see a stock start to resurrect, just look at it. It still has room. So we have 79, and we see this, it's 42, and then we have this 23, which it has broken. So you see how long it took. This is the weekly chart. It was just going sideways. So this is a stock to watch. Now, oh, it's a Bitcoin mining company. Oh, how come what is the other? I think I'm confusing it with, there's a stock that does battery, almost the same ticker. Now, this is the reason. Now, you see why no QS, it starts with C also. Yeah, I remember. It starts with C. So this is a Bitcoin stock, and you see why, because yesterday all the Bitcoin stocks were trending up. MSTR, MSTR coin, and the rest. So this is, how comes I'm confusing? So there's another stock that does battery, like Plug. It also starts with a C. I used to trade it when it was a penny stock, but I still remember this stock. CLSK together with there's another one starting with C also that was doing Bitcoin. But that one has been quiet. I'm getting old. There's another one that starts with C also. Anyone remember who we were doing penny stocks? Okay. Now, if you want to see, so this is the ETF. We have BT, and then you have B2. If you want to see where these stocks are trending, you see they're going up. There's another stock also. Oh yes, Can. Yes. Kumbe, I'm not old. Can. Is that the spelling? Yes. This one has been, you see, it's also resurrecting. It was good one, but it was made a penny stock. Just killed and killed. You see, it used to be a good penny stock to trade back then. Then there's another one. There were several Bitcoin stocks. I don't know where the other one. There's another one. I don't remember. Now you see all these. So these are potential stocks. And guys, don't forget we are heading into halving. It's gonna happen in April. So I told you guys about this and to watch Bitcoin stocks, because they can either every 4 years, either you see Bitcoin running up to halving. Okay. So right now we still have room to go to 60,000. Why are you raising your hand? Edith, say something. Why are you raising your hand? Oh, so we still have room to go to week. Looking for the weekly chart. We still have room to go to 69. I know this time people are waiting for it to hit 70,000. So let's see if it's going to hit 70,000 before April. So take advantage of this with Bitcoin stocks. Okay. I don't know where I've gone offside. So CLSK, oh, thanks for telling me. I am confusing it with something. There's another stock for battery together with Plug that starts with a C. I don't know why I just thought this one was that stock. Okay, the other stock is Doku. So all this, you can't imagine Doku was at 300. Look at it down here. Ugh. So Doku, we had it, so it's going to report ER. Then this should be bullish. It says it's bearish. So we have this, you see this range. This is not just one candle. It was from where it came from last ER. And then it went from 44 all the way to 65. And then it was inside, then pulled back, but it's still this. So this is not just one candle, it's just this range it filled in this couple of days. Then it pulled back, created a high low, then went up, still did not break this. It did like a double top, and then it was going sideways. And then finally we had it going down. So now we want to see if it will fill this same gap to go back up, or it will break this to go lower. Okay, so look at Doku. ENPH. Okay, so the same thing. This one is not just one candle, it was post-ER. So it went from down here, 94, we know it broke 100, then went all the way to 138. Okay, so 138, it has never gone back. So now we want to see if it has done half. Has it done half? So 94, 138, that's 6. That's 44. Then 44 divided by 2 is 22. 138 minus 22. That is 6. 116. 116. Yay! You see how the math is? Simple math. 116. So it has done 50%. So now we want to see if it will continue down or it will go back up because it has done 50%. So 116. Hey, look at this. This is simple math. These stocks, you need simple math. Okay. So it has done that 50%. We want to see if it will continue down or it wants to go back up. Okay. ENPH. Oh, team. This one just just dropped. I don't know if you guys look at this talk. It's a good one for you. Just wake up and it's down. I don't know. So you have team. You have this candle. It dropped from 253 down to 211. So now it looks like it wants to continue down. So if it's continuing down, where is it headed? You want to see where it came from? Came from 184. So if it will continue down, the next support is 184, or if it wants to come back, so you do have 50% of this range candle. Okay, so team, still bearish. There's a chance of a pullback. Too low. I don't know if there's anyone writing. I'll write them. I'll write the list down. So too low, this was post-ER, had. Now you see when it was going up, very tight dwarfy candles. Dwarfy, 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 dwarfy. Then we had this pullback, lower high, dwarfy, 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 then post-ER. Range candle, range candle, range candle, range candle, and now it's going sideways. So want to see if it wants to go back up, you do the 50. Who are people getting leaps? If people are getting leaps on Ford, now let's tell you, whenever you're seeing people talking about Ford, look at, yeah, you can get the leaps, but GM, look at GM also, and look at Tesla. Whenever there's no, why are people getting leaps? Is there news or is there something? So this, look at Tulo. I know I'm biased to some of these stocks, but yeah. Then we have Bill. I want to cover this before I look at your stock. So we have Bill. Okay. So we have this. It reported here, then it continued the bearish trend. You remember last time it was still bearish when it dropped. So we're still looking at this support because it has broken this support here. So if it continues down, we are looking at 52. If it wants to go back up, then we're looking at this 76. So we want a good change of character here. This is not a good one. We need a good one where it breaks this and then closes above that. So look at Bill. And Ford is a small ATR stock, Donna. This small ATR, you can look at them and even tell us what you anticipate. What is the other one? Wolf. This is a tech stock. Okay. So the same thing, it's bearish. Okay. We had this move up, had like a head and shoulder pattern. So this is the head, shoulder, don't know, shoulder here, here, then broke this pattern. So if it doesn't continue up, so it has a big range. You're seeing this range post here, this candle, this candle, this candle. So if it goes above 25, it can continue, go back up to 34. If it continues down, I want to see where it will continue. I don't know if it has ever been below that. It has not been below that. So these are stocks that are headed to almost becoming penny stocks. So that's the whole list for stocks with a big range. I don't know if I'm forgetting any. Okay, I just wanted to cover that list. So Ford also has that range. Donna, it has that range candle. So it has that range candle. So I want to see if it breaks this. It is bearish. It is bearish. So it came all the way from 15 down to $9. Then this is a pullback. It has still not, it needs to retest 15 to continue up. So it reported ER here, and then it made this, sorry, it's snowing. So it made this range candle. So we want to see if it's breaking above 15 to continue up. If it breaks below this range, bottom of the range 11, and it's right there, then you're looking at it going to 10.8 or to go back where it came from 9.68. Okay, so any of those stocks you're seeing with a big range, they're supposed to be potential stocks. I know, I don't think Annette had that, but I told you guys Annette is bullish on Sunday, and because it had a strong change of character. But yes, Annette also has that range. You see this range candle when it dropped? So we've gone inside it. So we want to see if it will break 281 to continue up, or if it doesn't hit 281, then we're looking at it continuing back down. So it needs, it's also in that range. And yesterday, so we had this, if we are using these inside candles, we have at least a change of character here. And then we had 1, 2, 3. So we're anticipating at least 3 days. Okay. So all those stocks I've mentioned, I don't know if there's anyone who was listing them. You look at them. So Lulu had a change of character here. So this candle closed slightly above, then we went up day 3. So when you have a strong change of character, you're anticipating at least 3 days. Always remember that any stock that has a change of character, anticipate 3 days, and this one still has not broken this level. So if it keeps going on, we are looking at it going to 478, like that, like that. Lulu, Alta, the same thing. It was bullish. And I told you guys about these stocks I think 2 weeks ago. So Alta is a strong bullish. It's walking along the band. Does it? Why? This is a weekly? It's a daily. Why is it not showing? Yeah, I don't know why it's not working. So it's walking up the band. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it's just trending up. And we are headed to ER. Okay. So that's it for those stocks that have wide range. Not that it means they're going to go up. Today is just look at them. Now, Workday reported me, and I told you guys, I don't trust it because it was supposed to go up, then come down, and that's what it's doing. So I'd say this might not be a good stock to trade. You see, it dropped and then it went back up. It is supposed to, so we've gotten a pullback. So this can be a good post here. We want to see if it will continue up to 325. So this is the reason I said it might not be a good one. The same thing for, I think only ADSK might be a potential lotto, but Workdays know this is what they are doing. Go down and go up, which I mentioned on Sunday, and that's what it has done. So look at it post here, because now we have a pullback. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So yesterday was day 2 off. Is it 13 or day 2 off? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. So yesterday was a multiple of 3. So a multiple of 3, you can either get a stock going down or going up or creating that V. But I'd said Workday, it was supposed to do a zigzag. Any stock doing zigzag, telling me it's supposed to do a zigzag, I don't even look at it for earnings. I wait post year. You also, it's a post year. Okay. So this one also, no, this one was meant to go down, but because it's a small ATR, it went down and then it starts going up. Small ATR, that's the problem. The 5-point drop is a good one, but you don't know if it will stick down there if you're swinging. It's not enough. But still look at it post year. Okay, so Snow still hasn't changed. It's supposed to do that. It can go down and come back up, but ADSK, I think ADSK is the only ADSK. I think that's the only potential lotto I have. But I don't trust this stock. That's the one that I have potential lotto. The rest just post here. Okay, any questions? So finally, Tesla still needs to break 206. 206 is a key level. It broke above 200 yesterday. It's still going. So Tesla also has that range candle. You see this candle? So Tesla is still a stock you're watching because it's going, it went this pullback, then came again, went up, then it's going sideways. So Tesla is also, I think the range up in long time, that's what I'm not getting it. So we still have this range candle from 179, it came from 210. So we need to be above 206 and this 210 for us to have hope of going up. Now, I mentioned this to the ladies yesterday. If you don't know this indicator here, it shows you the daily trading range, that's the DTR, and the ATR. So the daily trading range, 9.78, the ATR is 8.06. So for those people who have trouble knowing the ATR, just add that indicator. It's when you go to indicators, you say DTR, daily trading range. That's DTR versus this one, DTR versus ATR. So, and then it shows you the percentage. So this stock, when it was going up, it shows you if it has gone, what percentage above the ATR or how much does it still have. So when it's red, it has gone 109% above the ATR. So it's the ATR and the DTR. So you have 121% and 109. It's showing you how much it has gone above the daily range and the ATR range. Okay, so for those people who are having trouble with ATR, this is just right there. Add it and it'll show you the ATR right there. Okay. So any stock you're trading, you want to know the ATR and the daily range. Still look at SMCI and NVIDIA today. Okay, so you see this one, the daily trading range 65 and the ATR is 90. So yesterday it only did 73%. This is when you see yellow. Is this yellow or orange? You see yellow, you see green, MSTR. So MSTR is red because it went above the daily trading range and the ATR. I don't know which should I want to. So you see this one is green, so it has not gone above. It has only done 64% or 61%. The ATR is 5, and then the DTR is 7, 5, and the ATR is 7.8. So it's still green. So there's a potential for it to go up and then break and become red. Okay. So that's how you use that. At least it's showing you the ATR right there. So Netflix is trying. Okay. How is it hard? How can our level be so hard to break? 900, 600. Oh my goodness. Oh, we've touched 600. Yay. Okay. Kwairini. I just wanted to cover those range candles. And I think also Netflix, because yeah, did I mention Netflix? I did. Netflix is in that list. Oh yes, I talked about Netflix. Okay, Kwairini. Who's here? Where is Dawn? You've been quiet. Is Dawn here? I don't see Dawn. Raphael.
Hello.
Sasa,
Poa sana.
sign us off.
Hi guys. Today is Tuesday. Let's go make this money.
Thank you.
You're welcome.